Good afternoon and welcome back to another video. Of course, we have a beautiful flat white, which we just made. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about what I actually use every day, my everyday carry for 2026. We're about halfway through the year now, and I think I have it pretty well dialed in. I do carry around a few different things, and some of these things I don't take every single day just because they're the size of a MacBook or something like that. But for the majority, I do carry these things, or at least use them every day. And we'll start from the smaller end. So my knife of choice has been this. This is the CRKT or Cricut CEO. This is the normal size CEO. I do also have the CEO Mini, but I do think this is the perfect knife. It is a very, very slim form factor, so it fits in your pockets extremely well. It is a very easy flip out D-clip for your pocket. Overall, a very, very good knife. It's lightweight, it's sharp, it's reliable, and I use this every single day, whether I'm opening boxes, cutting fishing line, or whatever it may be. I will always have a pocket knife like this in my pocket. Whether that be from Benchmade, Cricut, SOG, anything like that, I'll have a knife like this. Now, one of my more recent pickups, because I did recently just lose these, are the AirPod Pro Gen 3s. Now, I did used to have the AirPod 4s. Normally, I don't like how silicone pieces fit in my ear, but for some reason, these fit absolutely amazing. Using the small size, these are amazing. And I must say, the noise canceling on these guys is kind of scary. Like, I genuinely cannot hear anything going on. These are an amazing pair of AirPods. And right now at Target, they're on sale for 200 bucks. So go pick up these Gen 3s if you haven't already. I carry this with me every single day. This is the Canon FT-QL, and it is a film camera. On it, I have the 50mm f1.4. 50mm at f1.4, don't really need anything else. A 50mm is already one of the greatest lenses you can buy for street photography, walking around. It's wide enough to be wide, capture the scene, but telephoto enough to be a really good portrait lens and get beautiful bokeh. So it's a small form factor. It is heavy because it is a full metal body, but I love this camera. Right now I have Portra 400 in it, and on this 51.4, some of the images look absolutely beautiful. So this comes with me every day, and I do actually have a camera strap for it, which would be this one. This is the Apple camera strap, which is kind of funny. It's for the iPhone Air, but it works amazing for cameras. So this is my iPad mini here. Absolutely love this thing with the Apple Pencil Pro. I realistically would never buy another iPad other than an iPad mini. And right now it is monitoring my Sony camera, so that's why you see it propped up here. But iPad mini is the perfect size. It fits very well on my desk. It doesn't take up a lot of space in your backpack or your tote bag or just any carry bag. When you're working at a coffee shop, it's non-invasive. It's powerful enough for everything that I need to do. I can edit photos on it. I can tether to it, as well as when I'm flying, I can use forward flight. It doesn't take a lot of my legroom when I'm in the cockpit. Overall, a beautiful iPad, amazing screen, amazing battery life. Everything about it is amazing. If you want to buy an iPad, buy an iPad mini. I do highly suggest buying an iPad mini. If you need something bigger, then yeah, get something bigger, but the iPad mini is the perfect thing for me. And with the iPad mini, what pairs amazing with it is some form of MacBook. So this is gonna be the bigger screen. This is my M4 MacBook Air. I absolutely love this thing. I take it with me everywhere, and I do so much work with it. Now yes, it is a MacBook Air. I didn't opt for the MacBook Pro. One, I wanted to save a couple $1,000s, as well as I didn't really need it. So these MacBook Airs are very, very powerful nowadays. They don't have fans to cool it down, but I don't really work outside where I need to be cooled down with fans. There's enough RAM, there's enough memory, there's enough storage, and the chip in them is definitely powerful enough for what I specifically use them for, which would be editing photos and editing videos. If I do need something more powerful, I have a dedicated PC for that with very, very powerful specs so that I can render Premiere Pro or DaVinci Resolve or anything like that without any hesitation. But when I'm on the go, the MacBook Air is extremely thin, extremely light, and for what I use it for, it's perfect. Moving on from there, the iPhone. So I did switch from Samsung just a little bit ago, and I have here the iPhone 17 Pro. Again, a little bit smaller than the Pro Max because I have an iPad mini. Why would I buy an iPhone the same size as my iPad when I could take up less real estate in my pocket, fits better in my hand, and I think that this is perfect. iPhone 17 Pro, 512 gigabytes of storage. I have the tech woven case, as well as the Apple magnetic MagSafe wallet for my ID, a couple credit cards. Fits perfect, fits very nice in the hand and in the wallet. Overall, I've been very satisfied with the iPhones so far. I might end up getting the iPhone Fold when that does come out, if it's nice, as they say. Moving on, I have very sensitive eyes and sunglasses are extremely important to me. And so far, these are the best sunglasses that I've ever found. So these are the Ray-Ban Chris's, and they are extremely, extremely lightweight, like a couple grams. In fact, we could weigh them. I have a coffee scale here. Let's see how much these weigh. 22 grams. Now, 22 grams for sunglasses is extremely light, and I think these look great on my face. They fit my face well, and the little frame on this side, the steel or metal, is so nice and light to fit over your ears. When I'm flying in the cockpit, I can take off this little rubber piece, so it's just like this, and it does not break the seal of headphones at all, so it is extremely nice. I have lost 2 pairs of these, and I've bought 3 pairs of these because I love them that much. Like these glasses, I will basically never buy another pair. Keeping on the subject of glasses, Ray-Ban Meta glasses. I absolutely love these things. They're super fun. They look relatively good. They are heavy, so I don't wear them that often, but they look good on my face. These are the regular size of them. They are transition lenses, so if I do need them as sunglasses, they will be sunglasses. And they're fun. Ray-Ban Meta Gen 2s. I use them for BTS of photography. I use them when I'm fishing, get some really sick eats, fighting tarpon, fighting snook, all of that fun stuff. Ray-Ban Meta glasses are something that I do really enjoy that I bought. They're just a little bit of a splurge. You don't need them, but if you want them, it's gonna be a very good thing for you. So that is basically everything I carry every day. From the tech standpoint, MacBook Air, iPad Mini A17, iPhone 17 Pro. Perfect setup. Camera side of things, we're talking about the Canon FD-QL alongside Ray-Ban Meta glasses. What stays in my pockets and on my head? AirPod Pro Gen 3s, some form of EDC pocket knife, whether that be from Benchmade, SOG, or like this Cricut CEO, and the Ray-Ban Chris's. And that's basically it. I condensed down a lot of stuff. I stopped carrying a big camera with me. I stopped carrying big lenses, and I think this is perfect. I take photos on my iPhone. For the most part, it has a 48 megapixel RAW capability. If you guys have any suggestions on what I should carry or any ideas of what I could get next for my EDC, please do let me know. And if you have any ideas for the upcoming videos, again, please do let me know. We have a couple of really interesting videos coming up, so make sure you do subscribe. I'm working on some things behind the scenes that will be very, very fun for this channel. So I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, peace, God bless y'all, and I'll see you in the next one.